In Stoic philosophy, silence is not weakness, it is a higher form of self-mastery. Thinkers such as Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca taught that true strength is revealed when a person remains calm while the world around them is in chaos. Here are 6 ways to train it. 1. Separate what you can control from what you cannot. The first step to mastering silence under pressure is understanding what is within your control and what is not. This idea comes directly from Epictetus, who taught that some things are up to us and some are not. When pressure hits, criticism, insults, unexpected problems, pause and ask yourself, is this within my control? You cannot control other people's opinions. You cannot control sudden events. You cannot control how others behave, but you can control your response. You can control your tone. You can control your judgment. Most emotional reactions happen because we try to control what isn't ours to control. And when we fail, we react with anger, fear, or frustration. A Stoic remains silent not because they are weak, but because they refuse to waste energy fighting reality. The moment you focus only on what is truly yours, your thoughts, your actions, your attitude, pressure loses its power over you. That is where real strength begins. 2. Pause before you respond. The second step to mastering silence under pressure is simple but powerful. Pause before you respond. Most people react instantly. They speak from emotion. They defend their ego. They try to win the moment. But Stoicism teaches restraint. When something triggers you, criticism, disrespect, bad news, your first reaction is emotional. That reaction is automatic. It is not you at your best. A Stoic understands this and creates space. Take a slow breath. Count to 3. Let the initial wave pass. That small pause is where power lives. In that gap between stimulus and response, you choose who you are going to be. You choose reason over impulse, clarity over chaos, strength over ego. Silence in that moment is not weakness, it is control. Often, the strongest move you can make under pressure is saying nothing until you can speak with intention instead of emotion. That is how you win quietly. 3. Control your perception. The third step to mastering silence under pressure is learning to control your perception. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." This is the core of Stoic strength. Pressure itself is neutral. An insult is just words. A setback is just an event. What gives them power is the meaning you attach to them. When something goes wrong, most people immediately label it. This is terrible. This is unfair. This is a disaster. And once they label it, their emotions follow. A Stoic interrupts that process. Instead of saying, "This is a problem," they say, "This is a test." Instead of, "Why is this happening to me?" they think, "What is this teaching me?" The moment you change your interpretation, you change your emotional reaction. Silence becomes natural when you realize nothing outside of you has the power to disturb you unless you allow it. Control the meaning, control the mind, and pressure will no longer control you. 4. Practice negative visualization. The fourth way to master silence under pressure is practicing negative visualization, a Stoic exercise known as premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of adversity. Seneca advised mentally rehearsing difficulties before they happen, not to become pessimistic, but to become prepared. Most people lose their composure under pressure because they are surprised. They expect praise, but receive criticism. They expect success, but face rejection. They expect respect, but encounter disrespect. And shock creates emotional reaction. A Stoic trains differently. Before entering a meeting, imagine being challenged. Before posting your work, imagine being criticized. Before pursuing a goal, imagine obstacles appearing. Now, when it actually happens, your mind says, "I expected this." There is no panic, no ego reaction, no emotional explosion. Instead of thinking, "This shouldn't be happening," you think, "This is part of the path." Negative visualization builds psychological immunity. It reduces fear because you've already faced the scenario in your mind. When you are mentally prepared for difficulty, pressure feels familiar, not threatening. And when nothing surprises you, silence becomes natural. That is how a Stoic remains calm while others lose control. 5. Let others underestimate you. The fifth way to master silence under pressure is to let others underestimate you and use it to your advantage. Most people feel the need to prove themselves immediately. They defend their intelligence, they announce their plans, they react when doubted. But Stoicism teaches patience and strategic restraint. When someone underestimates you, your ego wants to respond. It wants validation. It wants recognition. A Stoic doesn't need that. Instead of arguing, they observe. Instead of explaining, they build. Instead of reacting, they prepare. Silence creates leverage. When people don't see your full capability, you gain freedom. You can improve quietly. You can move without resistance. You can act without unnecessary attention. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself not to be distracted by reputation or approval. What matters is action aligned with virtue, not applause. Let them misjudge you. In the end, results speak louder than explanations, and nothing is more powerful than winning without warning. 6. Develop relentless self-control. The sixth way to master silence under pressure is to develop relentless self-control. In Stoicism, self-control is not optional. It is the foundation of strength. Without it, intelligence collapses under emotion. Discipline disappears under stress. Epictetus taught that no one can truly harm you unless you surrender control of your mind. That means anger, frustration, and panic are not caused by events, but by your lack of mastery over yourself. Self-control is built in small, daily moments. When you want to interrupt, you listen. When you want to argue, you stay composed. When you want to react, you breathe. These small victories train your nervous system to remain steady. Pressure does not suddenly create calmness. It reveals whether you've practiced it. A Stoic warrior is not someone who never feels emotion, but someone who refuses to be ruled by it. The more you discipline your impulses in ordinary situations, the more unshakable you become in extraordinary ones. Silence under pressure is not talent. It is trained control, and control is power. Mastering silence under pressure isn't about suppressing emotion, it's about mastering yourself. Stoicism teaches us that chaos outside does not have to create chaos within. When you separate what you can control, pause before reacting, control your perception, prepare for adversity, allow others to underestimate you, and train relentless self-discipline, you become unshakable. Pressure no longer intimidates you. Criticism no longer controls you. Noise no longer distracts you. While others react, you think. While others argue, you observe. While others seek attention, you build. And that is the quiet advantage. In a loud world, the person who stays calm holds the real power. So the next time life tests you, remember, be silent, think deeply, and win quietly. That is the Stoic way.